Welcome to Spoiler Alert, where Darth Vader is Luke's father, Harry is a Horcrux, and Bruce Willis is dead people. I'm Christian, this is Annika.
Hello!
Alright, let's get right to it. What is in this week news in the world of fandom?
Well, we have some trailers that are relatively new for upcoming comic book movies. And when I say upcoming, I mean 2008. But there's a new Batman Dark Knight teaser trailer that has been around for just a couple weeks, and there's not much to it. It's you know, the bat sign and speaking, but Alfred gets a lot of lines, and Michael Caine is. I love Michael Caine, so I can't wait to see it.
Have you seen the Joker picture?
I've seen the Joker picture. I'm slightly frightened of. I was a little, you know, like, what, Heath Ledger is not my first pick as the Joker, but I'm sure that he will do well. I mean, he is an accomplished actor. It's just sort of an odd casting choice.
Certainly that fan video of the Batman taking on the Predator and the Alien and then the Joker, that's the best Joker we've had. And probably the best Batman we've had, though I have no problem with, what's his face?
Christian Bale.
No problem with Christian Bale. He's a fine Batman. This trailer doesn't show you anything, so there's really almost nothing to talk about.
But Michael Caine gets to talk a lot.
Michael Caine gets to talk a lot. So if you're a huge Michael Caine fan, seek out the trailer that shows you absolutely nothing.
But there's the Iron Man trailer, which isn't actually out anywhere, but was at San Diego Comic-Con, and somebody taped it with their video camera and released it to all of us so that we could see it. That is a very exciting trailer, I must say. I cannot wait for the Iron Man movie, and that's really weird for me.
Well, the guy, Iron Man, Tony Stark, who's the actor?
Robert
Downey Jr. makes this movie. He has a brilliant delivery, and it's like one of those 2-minute long trailers, like the John Rambo trailer. It just keeps going and going. We see that he goes from being like billionaire industrialist, he gets caught up in some kind of
military
explosion, fighting terrorists.
His heart.
And then like he gets revenge by building. It could be a classic revenge story.
Well, how does he get revenge?
Doesn't that what it seems like? He's like, oh, I'm all beat up. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start building the Iron Man suit.
I don't think it's a revenge story. It's like, you know, he now, instead of building things to blow up for the military, he has to build, you know, his own tank for himself. But eventually he becomes a hero and joins the fight for good.
Okay. Maybe this is what I saw. I saw a guy gets hurt, right? Guy builds like Ultimo Destructo costume for himself, and then he gets revenge on the people that hurt him.
I don't know what trailer you're watching, and I don't know what your movie you're expecting, but in what Iron Man comic book does Tony Stark get revenge on the military?
No, he was getting revenge on the Taliban or whatever.
He gets revenge on the Taliban.
For hurting his heart.
Iron Man is fighting the Taliban.
Yes.
No.
That's what it was showing.
That's what the movie's about?
Well, what other, like, desert people is Tony Stark going to be fighting?
I thought it was supposed to be Mandarin.
Oh.
Isn't it?
Maybe. Alright, what else we got?
Okay, we know that this upcoming season, Season 3 of Battlestar Galactica, is going to be the last one. And so they have confirmed that they're going to tie up a lot of the loose ends. Like, they're going to reveal the final Cylon, or Cylons, depending on, you know, who you believe, before the end of the series. And they are going to find Earth, and you know, everything is going to be wrapped up, which is good. I like endings. Endings are happy. And then we know a few things, like they say that Lucy Law's character, 3, is going to be coming back for a few episodes. We don't know how many, or in what capacity, if it's in the past or in the present, or, you know, we'll see her again as part of a Cylon world. And there's going to be another version of 6 that will be around to bother everybody, no doubt. So that makes me happy because I love 6. She's super. And the lawyer, Baltar's lawyer, is going to come back at some point. And probably toward the end, I think.
He was a popular character.
He was very popular, considering he was only in like 2 episodes, but he got this huge fan following, you know, basically just immediately. And, you know, everybody is going to get their own day in the sun, and we'll get, like I said, everybody will get wrapped up. And Callie's going to die. Chief's wife.
For sure?
Yeah, for sure. Or at least it's a substantiated rumor. Is that what you like to call them?
Is it substantiated? Where have you found out all this? Where does all this information come from?
My Cylon informants.
Your Cylon informant. So this is part of some kind of semi-official announcement that took place at some kind of convention of some kind?
Yeah, there's a lot of...
Or is this people blogging on the internet? Oh, I think Callie's gonna die. LOL, you're totally right. No, it's not that at all.
It's not that at all, no.
Okay. They left us hanging.
Right.
And they have a lot to wrap up.
Right.
But Deathly Hallows had the same problem too, and they managed, J.K. Rowling managed to have a whole story in there and wrap up everything. So it's possible to do. I don't know. I think this is. Do you think they'll get a movie?
I don't think they're expecting to get a movie, so they're not going to write anything into it that's like, and then watch the movie. So
they're really hoping to finish everything up by the last episode.
You know, maybe they'll leave some loose ends for the possibility of there being another miniseries or another television movie or even a feature, I suppose. They spend a lot of money on it, so it could, but... You know, I think the idea is that if they can complete it as a series, then that's how it's, you know, like Firefly was intended to be a television series. It wasn't intended to be a movie. The movie only happened because people were left hanging. And so they will wrap it up as a television series because that's what it's intended to be.
Well, we can only hope.
What did you read in your comic books this week?
Countdown. You know, last week we said, you know, we'd spoil something about Countdown. You can't really spoil this book because
you still don't know what we're counting down
to. There's something that's gonna happen. It's like Karate Kid, and we're supposed to like him, but he's Karate Kid. I mean, come on, honestly. My favorite character is the new Mary Marvel. How she's taken Black Adam's powers. I think that's super cool. But you know, she doesn't. In this latest issue, it's like she goes to the movies. No, she goes to a luxury yacht and watches Zatanna do magic tricks. So it's slow coming.
Superheroes need downtime. You know, some people like to read about the non-battles.
I understand, but one of the things that
character building.
Joe, at Cup of Joe, he said the reason why Marvel keeps having one huge event and then another huge event is because people don't want to read about the superheroes going on a luxury yacht.
I want to read about the superheroes going to a luxury yacht rather than, you know, read about the Incredible Hulk beating up all the Marvel superheroes.
What?
That's a stupid event.
Listen, World War Hulk is the best thing that's ever happened. No, actually, it's not. I have a huge complaint about World War Hulk. He's not killing anybody. He, like, beats them up and lets them live.
If the Incredible Hulk killed everyone in the Marvel Universe, it would be the Incredible Hulk Universe.
That's so good!
No one wants to read that.
I do!
No one!
I do. Listen, Hulk, like, beats the crap out of Tony Stark, right? And lets him live! Is he supposed to be letting him live with the knowledge of the damage that he's done?
You want the Incredible Hulk to be, like, the most evil person in the universe.
No, I want his revenge to be final and absolute.
You have issues.
Well, that's it this week for Spoiler Alert. Send in your spoilers, and maybe we will incorporate your contributions to our show. We will see you next week.
Clyde Barrow, Bonnie and Clyde, Bonnie and Clyde. Moi, lorsque j'ai connu Clyde autrefois,